Now, who done sent these people to hit up Franklin and his whole family? Also, where does this weird ass nurse come from who's over there doing stuff to herself during surgery? And then Aunt Louie and Uncle Jerome, y'all got out of this one, but y'all got to be more careful. Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just boast it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video. We here to discuss Snowfall Season 5, Episode 5, Part 1. Yeah, this is a doozy. This one is a doozy, but let's get right into it. So the episode opens up, Veronique, I found out, I looked it up. It's Veronique with the V as in Victor, bitches. But yeah, Veronique got the call saying that they got the property downtown, but now they got to move all this money into this one foreign account so they can get this downtown property. Now my thing is, I get it, want to like invest in real estate. That's super smart, and having a way to clean your money and all that stuff, I'm with that. Like I would never be against that. But why y'all gotta move all this money around and do all this? I get earnest money, but this is a little different. Franklin comes up and says, oh shit, we gotta get Aunt Louie and Uncle Jerome to do so too. So I'm like, girl, you know Aunt Louie not messing with you, but you go ahead on the seat. So they go march and trail on down them. He asked them to initially invest the 10 mil. Jerome was like, 10 mil is all I got. Franklin was like, that's fine, just do 5 mil. You can have your money switched from this account to that account. The dude already on standby for y'all to do all this. Everything should be fine. Aunt Louie was like, we said we would think about investing, but we never said we would actually invest. And he goes, yeah, but no, this is a great idea. You guys can do what you want to do. It's going to be a way to get out of the game, yada, yada, yada. And Aunt Louie was like, look, we appreciate this being your dream, but this is not our dream. Uncle Jerome even had to say, bro, that's not what we trying to do with our money. And I agree with Franklin on one thing. Like, yeah, you do need to do something different because you can't sell drugs forever. However, you can't make them invest on your idea and your plans. Like, that's not how that works. Like, you just can't. So Franklin goes, so y'all really just gonna not do it? Like, Aunt Louie, I know we've had our instances and all the stuff in the past, but this ain't about that. It's really about building as a family. And Aunt Louie was like, it ain't about that either for me. It's just the fact that this is not something that we want to do with our money. We want to do something different. Franklin storms out. He's mad. Veronique storms out behind him and she goes, oh, Franklin, everything's going to be okay. He was like, no, we need their money in order to close on this property. Like, it's not going to be okay. So then Veronique says, well, maybe if we get someone else maybe if we talk to him again, I'm sorry. And he goes, well, if I go back in there, she ain't going to listen. She was like, not you, somebody else. So Veronique is going to enlist the help of someone else to talk to them, basically, to see if they'll go ahead and invest. I think Aunt Louie is very headstrong, which is not a bad thing. She's hard-headed, which could be a bad thing. But yeah, I don't think nobody's going to get her to invest in something she don't want to invest. Plus $5 or $10 million, because Franklin went down from 10 to 5, and that still wasn't enough. That's a lot of money. Like, I'm sorry, Franklin. I get it. I'm with you. Let's do something positive and something legal, but that's all my money, bro. And especially for what I don't want to do. We got to be honest about ourselves and what we want. So we move on to the next scene. Miss Sissy, is still at the diner with this Ruben guy. Now, I still don't know who this dude is. He worked for some sort of agency. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's FBI. I know it ain't the CIA. I don't even know if it's a foreign agency. All I know is this dude says he's interested in popping off Teddy's head for Miss Sissy. But the problem with that is he turns around and asks Miss Sissy, okay, that's fine, we'll get him. All I need you to do is put this bug in Franklin's room. And I was thinking in my head, you obviously don't know Miss Sissy. Miss Sissy will kill herself before she give up her son. And like true fashion, Miss Sissy said, I ain't doing that. Y'all acting like y'all was coming after Teddy. Why are you asking me to do this now? He says, listen, I get it, but in order to get Teddy, we got to get all the stuff around him and surrounding him. Like, so we got to get Franklin to, basically get in contact with him so we can get some information. Miss Sissy, you'll be a damn fool. And she wasn't, because like Miss Sissy said, my husband Alton made the same mistake and it cost him his life and it did not help my family. I would rather die before I sell my son out and snitch and put a bug in his thing. As you should. As you should, because girl, that man trying to play you. He's sitting up there hollering, well, I can't do nothing until you go ahead on and plant the bug. Like, I can't do anything without this. But just take the pen. And, you know, if you don't like the pen, you can just bring it back or whatever. But you don't have to use it. But just take it. And Miss Sissy sits back. And I'm going, Miss Sissy, you better not put that bug in Franklin or nothing on. Don't even bring it around Franklin. Leave that shit in the diner. That's what I'm thinking at this point. I know. Hell no, Miss Sissy. So we move to the next scene. Peaches done called in sick. Now, it's giving me that capital letters. It's the 80s when all this stuff was very popular. It's giving me capital letter vibes because he started off with a cough. And we know, especially back then, that was one of the main symptoms that was going on. But he called in sick. And Teddy goes, oh, so he calling in sick? What you give your employees sick days? Like, what the hell is this? And he was like, man, look, I'm not questioning nothing. Peach is loyal. He's straight. If he say he's not feeling well, I got to respect that. And in my mind, I'm saying, Teddy, you being very, very petty. Like, if that boy not feeling good, he not feeling good. He got time off for sick days. That's how Franklin run his operation. Now, you could try to be funny and ask him, do he give his employees sick days? But like Franklin said, that's my people. I ain't got to worry about him. He's sick. If he said he's sick, he's sick. Anyway, as they doing all this, it's Teddy or Reed. I'm sorry. It's Reed, Franklin, and Gustavo. And all of a sudden, this van pulls up and has a shootout with them. Like it was a drive-by. They start shooting back and forth. I'm like, holy shit, what is this and who is this? But they black. So I'm just like, what the hell? Is this some hood war type shit? Like, what is going on? Teddy ends up getting shot. But the gag was, baby, after Teddy got shot, Teddy jumped in the car and pulled off and left both of them niggas. And I mean Gustavo and doggone Franklin. And I was just like, nah, that's cool. Teddy pulled off with his shotgun wound. Franklin and Gustavo still left there to try to figure out how they gonna make it out alive. They shooting back, yada, yada, yada. Gustavo get hit. They finally find a way to get in the car. Franklin backed the car up and hit it into the van so the dudes were able to fall down and they were able to get away. But the problem is the car's so shot up, it's about to break down. And Gustavo had to tell him, look, you need to find somewhere to park this shit because it's about to break down. Child, they pull up into this carport. They get all the stuff out the car. Franklin asking Gustavo, hey, well, you don't think that's funny that Teddy just left us like that? And Gustavo had to let him know, I saw him, he got shot. And it wasn't good. It was actually pretty bad. So Franklin was just like, oh, shit. But it still was messed up that he left y'all. He could at least told y'all get in the car. That was messed up, in my opinion. I'm sorry. But I don't trust Reed/Teddy anyway. So everything is squinting my eyes for me. I'm sorry when it comes to Teddy. But yeah, so they grab the stuff out the car because the car is completely broke down, the money. And they go to taking a walk, child. They taking this walk and they go into this Mexican neighborhood. They over there, Franklin is trying to use the cell phone, not the cell phone guy, the pay phone. Franklin uses the pay phone because he got to get in touch with Uncle Jerome and them so they can come pick him up. He actually calls Uncle Jerome. But at this time, Uncle Jerome, Aunt Louie, Veronique, Miss Sissy, and all of them are at lunch discussing their future, basically. And Miss Sissy goes, listen, I'm not here to help you invest with Franklin. If that's not what you want to do, I'm not here to push that. But what I will say is you got to find another end game because this ain't going to last long. Like, it's going to wear out to where one of y'all going to either end up dead or both of y'all are in jail. Like, you got to find an end game other than the illegal game. But as they speaking about that, Jerome gets up to go call Franklin because Franklin had paged him. He goes up to this payphone. This dude's on the phone being a dick, but he get him off the phone. And when he calls Franklin, Franklin's telling him where they had to come pick him up. And he sees this car creeping up. This car creeps up and literally starts shooting at Aunt Louie, Miss Sissy, and Veronique. So now he's yelling on the phone like, duck, duck, duck. They all duck. They get under an innocent server or person or patron or whatever ends up getting shot. It's just hell. Uncle Jerome shooting back. And I'm just like, what the hell? Who are these people? Like, this is the second. Why are they targeting Franklin and them? What's going on? But, yeah, so an innocent person was shot. Franklin could hear the commotion on the other end. He was like, hello, hello, hello. But all this time, these young Mexican kids or Hispanic kids, I don't want to assume they're Mexican, they walk up and was like, so what's in the bags? Because remember, they're carrying around bags of money, $3 million in total. So Gustavo was like, man, look, we don't want no smoke. Franklin was like, bruh, y'all go ahead and get up out of here. The little Mexican dude was like, you must don't know the type of hood we from, nigga. We don't care. We ain't got nothing to lose. Hell no, what's in the bags? Franklin pulled out this gun that we know is empty because when he pulled it out earlier, he saw they ain't had no bullets in it. All the rest of the dudes run except the head dude. The dude was like, I ain't no hoe. I ain't no hoe out here, bro. You can pull your gun, but you gonna get popped upside the head too. Gustavo looks around and see this dude come out the back, and he put his hand in his waistband. There's the gun. Gustavo was like, yeah, we gotta run. Franklin and Gustavo takes off running. The crew runs behind them. They're going through all the neighborhoods. They all over the place. And I'm just like, Franklin, what have you gotten yourself into? Even if Uncle Louis can come back and Uncle Louis. Even if Uncle Jerome can come back and get you, you're not gonna be at that spot because you had to run. Like, remember, this is the age before cell phones. Ain't no telling what the hell about to happen because you don't know until you get there. So I'm just like, yo, y'all running. We flip back to the other scene. Basically, the police have been called, obviously. Louis was like, listen, we got to get out of here. Remember, everybody got guns. Everybody got guns, except Miss Sissy, I think. I can't even remember. But the police are pulling up. They can't get out fast enough. Veronique says, hey, give me your guns. I'm going to put them in my bag, and I got you. So they all put their guns in Veronique's bag. They sit on the side of the thing, on the side of the road. The cop pulls up and he was like, oh, y'all drug dealers got other drug dealers shooting at y'all, killing innocent people. And Uncle Jerome was like, look, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. We just here having lunch. I'm having lunch with my family. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But the police ain't buying that because he know Uncle Jerome sell drugs. He just can't find a way to convict them and arrest them and all that stuff. You know how that go. He Versace down. It's a nigga in the 80s in the hood with Versace. Come on now, you know what it's hitting for. So, yeah, Uncle Jerome was like, listen, I don't know nothing about nothing. They got him up at gunpoint with their hands in the air. They turned him around. Veronique is sitting on the curb. Well, they're all sitting on the curb at this point. He asked Veronique to stand up so that he can frisk her. After he frisked Uncle Jerome, Veronique starts going into hyperventilating. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Miss Sissy was like, she's pregnant, she's pregnant. And Louis jumps in and says, listen, I know everything that happens. I can tell you. I just want you to know that I am a worker of detective. I forget his name. The thick one with the thick thighs and the booty. You know, the one who was trying to blackmail her to give him a name. Yeah, she was like, yeah, I work for him. And if you call him, everything's going to be straight. He'll straighten this out. The police was like, you better not be lying. She was like, and I'm not. Now, you know she not because he works for her. I mean, she is, but she not. So anyway, we moved to the next scene. Franklin and Gustavo done ran from these dudes. They jumping fences, crawling through fences, doing everything they can to stay alive. Ha, 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 staying alive, staying alive. They just trying to stay alive. Child, I'm cheering fast as hell, and Franklin is skinny, but Gustavo ain't. Baby, look, Gustavo, he lagging a little bit, and he old, and he done got shot, you know, in the arm. It ain't nothing serious, but he done got shot, so he a little dragging or whatever. But them churners on their ass. They end up finding this little small door. I don't know if it was like a basement type of thing. I don't know what it was. I've never really been to LA, so I can't really say. But they find this small door and they go in there and that's where they hide. The Mexicans can't find them. Dude start cussing out his friends because he was like, y'all niggas is slow. Y'all let these old ass niggas get away. But Franklin is black, so typically black people run faster. I know it's a bad myth, but it is what it is. I don't give a damn. So yeah, y'all done lost them, but truth be told, you didn't lose them. They right in there. Child, they under the stairs. Children under the stairs. They are under the stairs. And they're basically trying to figure out what's the next move. Because they got $3 million with them. And these dudes is out there like accurately. actively looking for them. Like they can't just jump up and go and leave. Like somebody's really looking for them. So they gotta hide. The detective dude arrives on the flip side. And he was like, who Cheerios did y'all piss in to have them shooting at y'all? Uncle Jerome was like, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Can we go? Detective Thickums, that's what I'm gonna call him. He says, yeah, you could go, but I feel like you should thank me first. Uncle Jerome was like, thank you for what? For being disrespectful to my wife? For coming down to the club, snorting up all our cocaine, for all of the hard shit and worse shit and crooked shit you do. I ain't thanking you for a goddamn thing. And, you know, Detective Thickums felt some type of weight. But Aunt Louie jumped in the middle and was just like, oh, no, it's not. We thank you. We sorry. We good. Because she's just trying to get up out of there. But Uncle Jerome ain't trying to hear it. He said, I'm going to catch you. You gonna come back because I know you're going to come back. And when you come back, I got you. And you know what, Uncle Jerome? I feel you on that. You don't have to thank him for nothing at the end of the day. You don't have to do that at all. So we move to the next scene. Child. Teddy/Reed is on the run. He in his car. He had to stop and pull over to snort some more cocaine because he's so much in pain. The nigga done got shot in the chest. I don't know how he made it thus far. He's riding off after that, and he pulls up. He ends up at this lady's house. I don't even know who this lady is, but apparently she works in the medical field some kind of way. I don't even know who she is. She come from a jog and see this shot up car. She was like, what the hell? She goes in the house to investigate and see that it's Teddy. Apparently they've had some type of relationship prior because she was like, all of a sudden you stopped sending money. I don't know if that's his baby mama, but he needs her to take care of her and basically do the surgery so he can live. She says, well, listen, my surgery costs money now. At least $250,000. I ain't free. I'm just saying, you want to live or you want to die. Teddy was like, girl, you know the money ain't nothing, girl. Let's go. Let's get it. So she grabs the keys because she got to go get surgical supplies, from the hospital. But she ends up throwing some soap in Teddy's wound so that he won't fall asleep, pass out, and die, basically. This nigga is in hella pain. She was like, one thing that'll keep a person up and awake and at him is pain. And when I tell you she ain't lying, she ain't lying. When I caught the C, y'all know what I'm talking about. For Christmas and New Year's area, child, when I tell you that pain had me waking up, I thought I just had back pains. Turns out I had life pains because that C was not playing with me. Girl, when you see the C, it ain't playing with me. That's how I felt. I was just like, oh my God. But she ain't lying. It'll wake you up out your sleep. Catch up. Y'all ever caught a Charlie horse in your sleep? Mm-hmm. Pain will wake your ass up and you won't go back until it subsides. So she was right, but I know it was dirty for her to throw all that salt in the wound. Talk about throwing salt in the wound. Girl, she meant literally, not figuratively, okay? But yeah, so she goes off to get supplies. You know, he's over there just bleeding to death, trying not to die. And I'm just like, Teddy, just go. Just go ahead on and be with the Lord and your Savior. Just go ahead on. We don't need you. We ain't even hardly seen you that much. Just go ahead on, Teddy. But you know, the way the show set up, Teddy definitely gonna deliver and come through. You know how that goes. We moving on. Oh, before that, she was very careful with him. She was like, because you know we got to be careful with this thing going on. Because a nurse that I work with called HIV from a patient. And she goes, imagine catching the disease without having the fun. This is why I'm leaning to the idea that Peaches might have the capital letters. That's all I'm saying. But let's move on. So we move on to the next scene. Leon is calling Franklin back because Franklin had them paged everybody. Nobody can get in touch with Franklin. I forget old boy name, who they be selling drugs or who they be getting drugs or he be getting drugs from them, I'm sorry. He's like, he's still not answering, and Leon was like, no. He was like, has he ever done this before? He says once, but when he did do it was like on some serious stuff. So now old boy is feeling like, what the hell? Like something might really be up. Like this doesn't make sense. They ends up leaving out of there to go meet Javi. Javi got all the artillery that, what's his name? Leon asked for. But the gag is, Leon said he done switched his game up. I don't know if it was due to Aunt Sissy or Miss Sissy, but whatever it was due to, Leon said he needed a lot of handguns and shotguns. Javi was like, what do you think this is, Macy's? What you think this is, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, my nigga? Like, what is you doing? I can't just go grab this stuff. I done went caught all this stuff for you, and now you want to change your mind last minute in a full quarter. Well, child, before he can get that off, a van pulls up and shoots out at them. I'm like, who is shooting at all of Franklin's people? What is going on? Why is the people trying to kill Franklin and them? And they black, so I'm caught between two thoughts. Is it one, because niggas just be hating? Or is it two, because they contracted them niggas to hate? Like, what is going on? I'm confused. I'm really, really, like, confused for real. But yeah, Franklin, yeah, you got everybody getting popped. Javi even had, not Javi, Gustavo even had to ask you sure it ain't nobody following you? And Franklin was like, no, I ain't got no beef with nobody. Ain't nobody following me. How you know it ain't nobody following you? Gustavo said, because I was riding with the CIA. Ain't nobody following the CIA. But You never know, because Miss Sissy, why I keep calling her Aunt Sissy? I'm thinking of Candy in the Game. But Miss Sissy does have people that have interest in Teddy, so that don't necessarily mean that. Gustavo. But I'm going to lean more towards you. I don't think it's that. Like, who did Franklin piss off when they got a whole squad down there trying to pop everybody? That's the question for me. I'm sorry. So, yeah, we move on to the next scene. No, I'm sorry. So this Vanna pulled up on Leon and the gang and Javi and everybody. One of Javi's dudes get popped. And then all of a sudden, Leon shoots a guy. And actually, I don't know if he killed him, but he was wounded seriously at the very least. When they pulled the mask down and Leon saw it was a black dude, he immediately had a look of regret on his face. Now, I don't know if it's because he knew the dude or because he was black. Because remember, he woke now. He Malcolm X right now. So I don't know if he feels some type of way of killing his own or he know this dude and was like, what the hell going on? I don't think we're going to figure that out till maybe part 2. Because they still didn't really go into detail. That was one thing that I noticed that I feel like we needed to ponder on, if you ask me. Now, we move on to the next scene. Franklin and Gustavo still under this house. Franklin is trying to see if it's a good time to make a run for it. Gustavo was like, this the hood. This the Mexican hood. I know hoods is hood, but this the Mexican hood. Them niggas still out there. Like, I don't think this the time. Franklin is saying he had got a call this morning that he thought would change his life, but it turns out it wasn't. Like, Reed is getting surgery at the house. Oh, girl done came back with all her tools and supplies, and she starts wanting to be transparent and truthful. And she tells Reed about this story of how she fantasized about getting oral from a man after all his teeth was knocked out. And I said, now who is this psychotic bitch? Where did you find her from? And he over there hallucinating. He don't know if the shit real or if it's fake. I'm like, no, it's real. It's real, Teddy. Wake your ass up. This bitch is crazy. She even went as far as to putting her hand down her pants and started doing stuff. I said, oh, Lord, who is her? That's your baby mama. You thought she was just a freak. She a real freak. Teddy, oh my God. She gonna kill you. She gonna kill you, bro. I'm sorry. That's just where I'm at with it at this point. You gotta be next level to do some stuff like that. That ain't regular people freaky shit. That's next level shit. Like, y'all, make it make sense. I'm like, who is this bitch? Like, what is going on? This doesn't make sense. Like, ugh. Whatever. We move to the next scene. Franklin and Gustavo, they still trying to find shelter in the way out. They find this apartment and they go into this apartment and was able to get through the window just to use the phone because they're trying to get a phone to call Uncle Jerome them so they can come pick them up. This whole time, Uncle Jerome them and Leon them is at the house. They all met up trying to figure out where the hell Franklin is. Franklin not answering the phone. Veronique and Aunt Louie was like, let us go out and get on the trail. Uncle Jerome was like, ain't about to happen because he would die if he knew y'all was out here in the street shit. Let us go look for it because, you know, he thought it was Diamond and Tricks. That's what I call the other girl. I think it's Diamond in Vegas, whatever the other girl's name is. He don't know who the hell is behind all of this. But Aunt Louie was like, nah, I don't think it's that. I think it's something bigger than them hoes. Like, it's got to be bigger than that. So they set out to go find Franklin, and they trying to figure out what the hell going on. Child, we flip back. Franklin is trying to use the phone so that he can call somebody for help. H-E-L-P. Wave the white flag. And all of a sudden, this man come out from the back and shoot a dart in Franklin's back and a dart in Gustavo's chest. Now, this whole apartment is weird because it's filled with nothing but stuffed animals. And I don't mean like the cute ones you put on your bed. I mean like real animals that they shot and killed and then stuffed them and set them up. So Franklin starts hallucinating. They both, you know, fall to the ground. Franklin was just like, are you going to stuff us? He said, not you because you too skinny. He said, but that one, he might be a good candidate. I said, oh, Lord, Franklin, where y'all done got y'all stuff into? What the hell is going on? Child, all I know is Franklin wake up in the doggone zoo with lions, tigers, and bears. Oh, my. Girl, I ain't seen no tigers and bears, but I did see a lion. And girl, I said he done threw y'all to the tiger so y'all could get ate, like Tiger King. Like, what's that lady off of Tiger King, girl? Carol Baskins. He done Carol Baskins, y'all. Franklin wakes up, wake Gustavo up, and it was like, what the fuck going on around here? All of a sudden, the episode ends. Look, let me tell y'all something. I don't know what part 2 is going to bring us. Whatever it is, it needs to bring it to us. But Franklin, what have you got here? Who did you piss off? Like, I'm really confused. I'm like Detective Thickums. Who did y'all piss off that's really trying to murk all of y'all? Now you about to get murked on some side shit that ain't had nothing to do with the reason why you trying to get murked the first time. Make it make sense. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all like this episode of Snowfall. I loved it myself. That's just me. But drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Y'all know the y'all know the vibes. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Stop acting crazy. Yeah, do all that. Leave your comments. I'll respond in timely manners. I'm trying. I'm sorry, y'all. I just be working. I drive an hour. I work 10-hour days. I'm sorry. But that's not the here nor there. Please let me know how you like this episode. And I will see you hoes later. Bye.